Tommy Robinson, whose real name is Stephen Yaxley Lennon, is a British activist known for speaking out about controversial issues like immigration and grooming gangs. In 2018, Tommy filmed outside a court where a trial involving grooming gangs was taking place. Grooming gangs are groups involved in serious crimes like child exploitation, and Tommy believed the public wasn't being told enough about these cases.
Then they sent me back to jail for the same sentence. I've done 13 months and 10 months for asking convicted paedophiles how they feel about their sentence. But I promised myself when I come out, you done that to stop me talking about it? Nah, I'm going to show the world about it. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm going to make films about it. I'm going to come after the people with the dirty hands. I'm going to show everyone who you are. So I put together a database over 12 to 18 months, and you can watch the documentaries are fabulous. We do a police-style investigation. When the men, the rapists, are named by 3 or more girls, when they're named by 3 or more who don't know each other, we go after them. When I say go after them, we make them famous. I go into their businesses. Do you know the satisfaction I took in seeing the fucking colour drain out of their faces when I know you've been raping kids? And they're not just, do you know the success stories of their lives? They're all driving sports cars, they've all got businesses, they've all got takeaways, they're all very successful. They've all got their own Muslim families, but they've left a trail of destruction of English girls who are hooked on drugs, hooked on alcohol, who are suicidal, who are self-harming. Yeah? And you fuckers are still living the life of Riley. And the police identified in the town of Telford, the police identified 200 rapists. They prosecuted 11.
He decided to live stream the trial, but this caused legal trouble. In the UK, there are strict laws about reporting on ongoing trials to protect the fairness of the justice system. By filming and sharing details, Tommy was accused of breaking these laws, which is called contempt of court. He was arrested and sent to prison. Supporters of Tommy say he was punished for trying to expose the truth and believe the system wanted to silence him rather than deal with the grooming gangs.
What about the others? So then I thought, right, well, I'll come to Telford. The reason I chose Telford has a 1.7% Muslim population. The police identified 200 men. There's only 1,000 Muslim men in Telford. So I thought I can find out everything I need to know about you lot in Telford. I can do my I found out everything, yeah? I knew where they lived. I put trackers on their cars. We had bugs. We went to town on their gangs, yeah? And they had no idea. We were in their restaurants undercover. We had people undercover talking to them, laughing with them, getting to know them. They had no idea. We were building a fucking database on them. And then when it was time for them to know, I put out the first trailer, and I put 200, all their faces on the wall, yeah, in our promo. And to let them know, because I thought, these girls are looking over their shoulders every day. You lot need to be looking after your shoulders. But I didn't think about the effect it would have on the girls telling their stories. So the first girl to tell her story was a girl called Nicole, who was raped from the age of 11. And I just thought, we'll tell her story. You've got to hear what they've done. You've got to hear it, man. And they're sitting in Lamborghinis, the fuckers.
However, critics argue that he knowingly broke the law and risked ruining the trial. This situation sparked a huge debate. Some people think activists like Tommy should be allowed to reveal what they believe is hidden wrongdoing, while others believe laws must be followed to protect justice.
But they got a shock. They got a shock, man. When I say they got a shock, they went to town, they blew everything up. They blew all the girls' houses up. They went, so they didn't know who's been talking to me. They just knew, they saw the promo and all their faces were all over the wall, and they're all thinking, shit. I thought, yeah, you're going to be famous, mate. So, and then when I find them, Golfres Khan, we were following him. He went to Birmingham, so we're in Birmingham. I thought, I can't jump out on him in Birmingham. We'll get killed. He's in the middle of Alum Rock. So we follow him, and just as he gets to his house, I jump out of the car. I said, Golfres Khan, I've got some questions to ask you. You've been trafficking children in this town. You've been raping children. These are pillars of the community. So Charlie Khan, his brother, who I find as well, I'll get him outside KFC. But we spent so much work on this. It was such a project. But when I get him, we got videos of him preaching in the mosque against grooming. It's one of the main fucking groomers. They're so blatant about it. Do you know the picture? When we put the whole investigation together, we have, they do these diversity photos outside mosques, the police do. The man whose job it is to stop grooming is stood next to the main groomers either side, having a photo taken outside the police station. We couldn't find a photo outside the Sikh temple. But outside the mosque, the police have all gone to have their diversity. We're stronger together. Stronger together, they're all the rapists, bruv. They've all been raping the kids. So we've done this 5-part series so far. It's brilliant. It's on Rumble. Watch it. It's the Rape of Britain. And one by one, they dropped the men. And then I go and find them. One of them, I rented a house. He's a boiler engineer. And even when I flew a victim, I've been talking to a victim for 12 months who was living abroad, and I fly her back into England. It's during COVID, so I have to fly her via another country. She comes in and I'm waiting at the airport, and the police nicked her. The police nicked her for malicious communications because she named her rapists online. It's insane. The cover-up attempt that's still going on in our authorities and police to silence the victims and anyone talking about it, which is what they done when they put me in prison. So I thought, I'll make this documentary. But do you know how disheartening it was making it at a time when you're
deflated?
Well, not deflated. No one's watching it.
Why is there no backing for it? Why is it not getting exposed to the hill? Why is, like I say, the kids fighting in school? That's not newsworthy for me. But for the rapes and the abuse and the child trafficking, that should be getting spoke from the hilltops.
It should be, but then it goes against the utopia of the community, of the country they're trying to build. This utopian idea that everyone's equal and every community is equal and there's no problems. And yeah, there are. You're importing people from Afghanistan. 99%. These are Pew Research figures. 99% of people in Afghanistan want Sharia law. That means that if 100 men come in from Afghanistan, 99 of them want Sharia law. They don't leave their view at the border.
What is Sharia law?
Sharia law, they want, which is sex with children. There's no legal age, marrying children. In Islam, outside of your 4 wives, you're allowed to take whatever your right arm possesses. And again, we look at this in the documentary. We look at the reasons why. Because when we
what is this documentary for people to see? Where can people see this?
The Rape of Britain on my Rumble channel, which is official Tommy Robinson. The Rape of Britain, and there's 5-part series. So when we look at it, and the reason we look at it, listen to these numbers; they will terrify you. 1.7% Muslim population of Telford. Police identified 200 men. We identified 254 names. An independent inquiry by a solicitor's firm in Birmingham identified 300. It's only 1,000 Muslim men. That means 20 to 30% of the men were raping kids in that town. Now, the other town we have figures for is Rotherham, where we have a 3.7% Muslim population and we have 1,400 children. Do you know in Telford, 5 are dead. 5 have been murdered. From 1,000 men in the town, 5 kids have been murdered and 1,000 victims. If you want to understand how big the problem is, we only have the numbers on Telford and Rotherham. There's no Muslims there. I remember when I was going up to Telford, everyone was like, you need to be careful here. They run everything. I think, run everything. I'm from Luton Town. 50%. We've had it with them for years. Right? No one in Luton, we didn't back down to them. How the fuck are they running your town with 1,000 men? But they do. They're like a mafia. The Benalis. That was their family. That's their gang name, which is to do with a tribal region they're from in Pakistan, where they've come from. The Benalis. That was their gang name. And you've even got Amir Khan doing videos going, big up the Benalis. Yeah? This is their reach. They control the heroin, they control the drugs, their violence, they control everything in that town. But I got my satisfaction come when none of them knew who I was coming after next. So I'm sitting there, but I'm thinking, I'm getting you. But I weren't really thinking of the girls because Nicole had a breakdown. Each girl had a breakdown. We're telling their stories. They're putting their faces up. Documentary after documentary. So then we tried, by episode 3, I thought, right, we need to work on the centre.
Would that go against them in court because they've already put information out there? How does that work?
No, because the girls would get... Mate, the third...
They gave statements?
Nicole gave a statement, had a DNA, she was pregnant at 13, they got the fetus of the baby, and they still ain't charged him.
What do you think? Was Tommy Robinson a brave whistleblower or someone who went too far? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.